Hi, today we are going to see maximization problem in transportation cost. This is similar like the previous method only, degeneracy problem, and we have seen VAM method, the same procedure only. Here we are going to do it. The only the difference is the given matrix is maximization. Okay, profit matrix you have to do it. Then you have to convert that profit matrix into cost matrix. So far the previous video we have discussed cost matrix. The given one is a cost matrix, transportation cost. Okay, so here it is given profit. Once you get a profit, you have to convert that profit into cost matrix. Then you have to do the usual procedure. See, this is the given problem. The company has 4 factories situated in 4 different locations in the country, and 4 sales agencies located in 4 other locations in the country. The cost of production per rupees unit, the sales price and shipping cost in the sales of matrix, and monthly capacity and monthly requirement are given. Okay, so this is the table is given. This is sales agencies data, and here it is monthly capacity, that is a supply, production cost, and this is a raw material cost, and here this row is a demand, and this one is a sales price. Find the monthly production and distribution schedule which will maximize. They ask you to find out the monthly production and distribution schedule which will maximize your profit. Okay, so this is the problem is given. The first step, the solution have given here. Okay, first step is they have given production cost and raw material cost, no? So you have to find out the profit matrix. Here they gave sales price is given. Okay, and here it is production cost, raw material cost, and total capacity is given. So first you have to find out the profit matrix. Selling price is 20, okay, minus your production cost, raw material cost, and transportation cost. This one you have to do it. So what is the production cost here? This one is the production cost for first row, for factory A. Okay, raw material is 3. Okay, then your transportation cost is this one. Okay, first you have to add this all those things. 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17, and you have to subtract with 20. So 20 minus 17, you will get 3. So you have to put 3 here. Is it clear? For second row, take 22 and add this 2. 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, and 22 minus 15. Okay, so 22 minus 15, you will get 7. So this table you have to do it. Okay, this is a profit matrix table 1. Is it clear? So how to do it? Profit matrix is equal to selling price minus production plus raw material plus transportation cost. So you will get profit table. Okay, this table you will get. Once you get this table, okay, similarly you have to do for other rows. So I have given everything. I have changed this one transportation cost into profit matrix because they gave production cost. So they didn't include it. Okay, so I have included production cost and raw material in this table. Okay, and I have selling price I have subtracted from that, so you will get a profit matrix. So this table is a profit matrix. Sometimes they will give directly find the transportation cost and maximize the profit, like that they will give directly. This table they will give, but in this problem they have given different values, so we converted into profit matrix. Okay, so this is profit matrix table. Okay, so after doing this, you have to check whether your problem is a balanced problem or unbalanced problem. How to check whether it's a balanced or unbalanced? So your supply and demand should be equal. Here we got 60. Okay, so we got it's balanced problem. So if you didn't get balanced problem, then you have to add one dummy row, a dummy column, or dummy row. Is it clear? If it is a unbalanced problem, then you have to check whether you have to add dummy row or dummy column. Okay, after this step, immediately you have to check the second step. You have to check whether the given problem is a balanced or unbalanced. So this is profit matrix, no? So if it is a cost matrix only, we can follow as usual procedure like VAM method, we can do it, least corner method or northwest corner method. Then you can find out UV method. So with this table we can't find out, okay, because it's a profit matrix. Now you have to convert this profit matrix into cost matrix, regret table. That is called regret table. How to do it? First you have to check whether it's a balance or unbalanced. If it is not balanced, add dummy row or dummy column, okay. So now from this table, the given table, the value 3, 7, 9, 4, okay, 2, 2, 6, 1, 0, 0, 5, minus 3, minus 3, 0, 4, minus 2. Is there, no? In this value, which is the highest one, that highest one you have to find out, and from each cell you have to subtract, okay, from the highest value. So 9 is the highest, okay. Take this 9 and subtract from 9, okay. 9 minus 3, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 9, 4 minus 9 minus 4, and if you have dummy, then you have to do 9 minus 0, like that. Is it clear? Okay, for all values you have to subtract with 9. I'll show you now. So this is our second step. Second step, check balance or unbalanced, do regret matrix, okay. So I have done everything, 9 minus 3, 9 minus 7, like that I have done only for this, okay. Now we converted into regret matrix, okay. So once we get the regret matrix, then you can go with next table. I'll show you now. So after subtracting, I got these values, okay. The next one is VAM method, okay. Then as usual you have to do with VAM method. VAM method is the best one, compare with all other method, okay. You know how to do VAM method. So this is VAM method. Have done penalty here, penalty 1. So how to do VAM method? Take any two least number, which is two least number in the first row, 0 and 2, okay. Subtract this one, so you will get 2. You will get 2, penalty 2, okay. The next least one is 3 and 7, okay. 7 minus 3 will get 4, okay. Like that you have to subtract each two least values, okay. 4 and 9 if you subtract, you will get 5, okay. Then you again 4 and 9 here, then you will get 4, okay. Similarly column wise you subtract, okay. Here is the least is 6 and 7, okay. 7 minus 6 you will get 1. So from this least value, from this penalty you have to find out the maximum, okay. And you have to start allocating from here in this particular row you have to find out your minimum value. From the minimum cell you have to allocate. So here 18 is there, here 20 is there. Send entire 18 product here and subtract here, okay. So 20 minus 18 you will get 2, okay. Here you will get 0. So cancel this particular column, okay. So like this you do all the penalty until you allocate everything. So take down this one. Now I have allocated, no, now all the values I have allocated here. Now you have to the next step. What is the next step? You have to check whether the given problem is degeneracy or non-degeneracy, okay. How to check? M plus n minus 1, okay. M is the row and n is the column. So how many rows and columns are there? 4 cross 4 matrix. This 4 cross 4 matrix. So 4 plus 4, 8. 8 minus 1, you will get 7, okay. And the allocated is this cell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 equal to 7, isn't it? So once you get 7 equal to 7, it means it's a non-degeneracy problem. So no need to add any delta value. If you get if you get degeneracy, then unallocated cell you have to check, and there where you are getting minimum value, there you have to allocate delta value. So if it is degeneracy, here this is 0 is your least number. Here you have to add your delta value, okay, to convert into degeneracy into non-degeneracy. But this given problem is a non-degeneracy, so no need to add any delta value, okay. Take down this table. This is a VAM method, penalty method I have done, I have allocated. So the given problem is non-degeneracy. We checked by using our formula, okay. Then next step. So the next step is UV method, okay. The step 4 is a UV method. You know how to do UV method. So we have allocated, no, one second. So I brought the allocated here. Okay, I have written here everything. So I have allocated cell have bought here. Okay, so now you have to do UV method. Okay, how to do UV method? You can take maximum allocation, you can give 0. Okay, you do one thing. See here, it's a row. This row is maximum allocated. 3 allocations are there. So this particular row is U4. Give U4 is equal to 0. Okay, so I am giving U4 is equal to 0. Okay, U4 is equal to 0. Once you get U4 is equal to 0, the same value you can write down here. Okay, the cost value, same value you can write down here. So this is become 12 and this is become 2 and this is become 17. Okay, because I have given U4 is equal to 0. Why I gave U4 is equal to 0? Because here it's a maximum allocation. Other allocation is less. Here it is only 1 allocated in this row. In this row only 1 allocated. In this row 2 allocated. Only this row we got 4 allocation. Sorry, 3 allocation. So I gave U4 is equal to 0. So directly you can write down the cost here. So here it is 12 now. You can type 12 here. Okay, and then U2 is 9 and U4 is 11. Okay, so which one you have to find out now? You have to find out only U1, U2, U3 and V3. Okay, so now here it is 11, no? So U2 you can find out. So V4 is 11 and U2 is minus 3. How you get minus 3? 8 minus 11. So we will get minus 3. Okay. So I will get minus 3 here. Okay. Similarly find out for U1. So once you get you got here V2 is 9, isn't it? So if you get V2 is 9, so 2 here and here it is 9. So 2 minus 9. So you will get minus 7. Okay. So U3 you want. Here it is 9. Here it is 12. So 9 minus 12 you will get minus 3. Okay. Now we got everything only except this V3. How to find out V3? Here it is 4 is there. Okay. So this is allocated cell. Only with the help of allocated cell we can find out U value and V value. So 4 here it is minus 3. So you will get 4 minus of minus 3, isn't it? So you will get 7. V3 is 7. Okay, now we found all the values. V1 is 12 and V2 is 9, V3 is 7 and V4 is 11 and U1 is minus 7 and U2 is minus 3, U3 is minus 3 and U4 is 0. All the value we found with the help of allocated cell. Now we have to find a Dij value for unallocated cell, that is unoccupied cell, for 6, for 0 and for 5 and for 7, 3, okay, and this 9 and 5. For this value you have to find out Dij value. Okay, how to find out Dij? We know the formula. Dij is equal to Cij minus, okay, within bracket Ui plus Vj. Okay, first you have to add Ui and Vj, then that number you have to subtract with Cij. Say for example I am going to write D11 in the sense row 1 and column 1. So this 6, okay, take this 6, okay, corresponding row you have U1 is minus 7 and you have V1 is 12. Okay, so this 2 you have to add. So 12 minus 7 how much? 5. So 6 minus 5, so you will get 1. So D11 is 1. Is it clear? Okay, so next you have to find out for D13 this cell. Okay, so corresponding row is minus 7, corresponding column is 7. Okay, so 7 minus 7 is 0. Here 0 is there. So take D13 is 0. Is it clear? Similarly, you have to find out for other value. Okay. The next one is D14. D14 is first row and fourth column. Corresponding row U value is -7. Corresponding column V value is 11. So if you add this two, you will get -7 plus 11 is +4. Okay. Formula 14 is there. Minus is there. So -4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So D14 is 1. Okay. So I have written here 1 0 1. Similarly, you find out for other unallocated cell. Okay. Similarly, I found for all other values. So now what you have to check, whether Daj is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, this is the final optimum solution we will get from this above table. But here see, you got D21 is -2 and 23 is -1 and D43 is -2. So maximum 0 is D21 and D43, maximum 0. Oh sorry, maximum -2, and here is also -2 is there. Take any one value, okay, take any one value and started doing loop. Is it clear? Here D21 is also -2 and D43 is also -2. Take any cell and draw loop. So I am going to take D21, okay, cell. So D21 in the sense second row and first column. Okay, second row and first column, this one. From 7 I am going to draw a loop. How to draw a loop? Other corner should be a allocated cell. So I am going to draw one horizontal line. So from here I am going to draw one vertical line. So from here I am going to draw one horizontal line, and you have to come back here. Is it clear? It's like one rectangle. Okay, from here I am going to draw one horizontal line, then vertical line, okay, then horizontal line, then you have to come back here. Okay, after this you have to check this is an incoming cell. Okay, so you have to put plus sign, and for this cell you have to put minus sign, and for this cell you have to put plus sign, and this one is minus sign. Okay, then you have to start doing a loop. Check that minus, you have to check which is minimum. Say you will get minus here and you will get minus here. Okay, in that which is minimum allocation, 6 is a minimum allocation. So 6 you have to add here. Now this is become occupied cell. Is it clear? Before it was nothing is here. So 6 is a minimum, minus minimum. So you are going to add this 6 here. So this is become occupied, and if you subtract 6 minus 6, this is become unoccupied. Okay, now we are shifting this allocation here to get an optimum result. Similarly, you have to subtract 15 minus 6, and here you have to subtract our 17 minus 6 you have to subtract. Okay, you have to change your allocation. After changing your allocation, again you have to do UV method and DAJ method, check whether you are getting positive or negative. Okay, wait, I will show you now. See, this is our cell. So I am going to take D21 is equal to -2. From there I am going to start a loop. So you can draw from here one line, horizontal and vertical, and again horizontal and then vertical. So this is plus incoming cell, minus plus minus, have done here. See, okay, this is your incoming cell. Okay, this is your incoming cell. So plus sign, and this is minus, and this is plus, and this is minus. In this minus you have to take allocated values. So here it is 15, here it is 6. So which is minimum? 6 is a minimum. So you have to add 6 here, subtract 6 here, add 6, subtract 6. Okay, the other loop I have given. So add 6, subtract 6, add, subtract. Okay, so what you will get? You will get, first one is incoming cell, it's become 6. Next cell is 15 minus 6, no, so you will get 6. Sorry, 9. Then it is 7 plus 6, you will get 13. Then here it is 0, because 6 minus 6, 0. This value how to enter here. Okay, so after entering you will get this table. Have you enter here? This is incoming cell is become 6, and this is become 9. Okay, and here there is 0, no, so no incoming cell, and this is become 13. Okay, now I have entered everything. I have rearranged the loop which we have found, no, that value have entered here. Now again you have to do UV method. Okay, do UV method. You know the formula how to do UV method. Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj. Okay, by using that formula you have to find out. Okay, I'll read these values. You just do yourself and check whether it is correct or not. U1 is minus 7, U2 is minus 3, U3 is minus 1, U4 is 0. And V1 is 10, V2 is 9, V3 is 5 and V4 is equal to 1. Okay. Then you find out Dij. In this table you will get Dij, all Dij is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, you won't get any negative values. Only one value you will get, D is equal, D43 is 0 you will get. Okay. And if you form a loop for a D43, you will get the same answer. So no need to bother about D43. You just leave it. You got all other values is positive, no? So this table is your optimum table. Okay. Now the important thing is, because it is a maximization problem. Okay, transportation cost maximization problem. We converted maximization into minimization. Okay, regret matrix we did. Okay, all other procedure we did and we got this table. Okay, now the important thing is the where we have allocated, no, that allocation you have to write down in your previous table. You should not multiply this one and you should not calculate it. Okay, only for minimization problem you can directly multiply and you can calculate the total cost. Here we are going to find out our maximum profit. Okay, maximum profit we are going to find out. So this is this allocation you have to take this 10 and this 6 and this 9, 2, 18 and 2 and 13. This value you have to allocate in your first table. Step 1 table we have done, no, that profit matrix table. That table you have to do it. Okay, so I'll show here. See, this is our profit matrix table. We got profit matrix table, we got 3, 7, 9, 4 and 2, 2, 6, 1, no. That table you have to allocate. So this is the previous table. We got row 1 and column 2. Okay, we got 10. Similarly, take this 10 and put it here. Okay, 7 and for that allocation is 10. Is it clear? And next one is 2 1 cell. 2 1 in the sense second row and first column is allocated 6. Okay, similarly for this. Okay, factory 2, factory B, second row and first column, put 6 here. Similarly here you got 9, no? So second row and fourth column is 9. So put it second row and fourth column. So put this allocation value in your matrix, profit matrix table. Okay, that step 1 table you have to put. Then only you have to multiply it. So 7 into 10, 2 into 6, 1 into 9, 0 into 2, 5 into 18. Okay, 0 into 2. Minus is there, minus 2 into 16. Okay, so 1 you have to subtract. So you will get profit is 155. Okay, so profit you will get 155 rupees you will get profit. Is it clear? So this is final table, optimum solution we reached. We got all Dij is equal to greater than or equal to 0. This table allocated value, only allocated value you have to convert into maximization table. Okay, that first table, first step table, no, that table you have to put and you have to multiply. You will get a profit. Okay, this is a profit. So you have to use a profit matrix and you have to calculate it. Okay, remember maximization problem. The first step is convert the maximization into regret table, but before converting it, check whether the problem is balanced or unbalanced. Once you get a balanced problem, no issues, directly you can take a maximum value, how to subtract it. If you didn't get a balanced problem, convert, apply dummy row or dummy column, then you have to take a maximum value and how to subtract it. I'll show you next problem. This is first problem, maximization. Maximization second problem. Okay, 9, 11, 7, 5, 5, 1, 3, 1, 9, 4, Okay, this is minus 8, 9, 10, 14, 4. Okay, this is 150, 200, 125, 80, 100, 75, 45, 125. If you add this, you will get 425. If you add this supply, you will get 475. Okay, here 50 product is shortage. So demand is shortage, no, add one dummy column. So here I added 0, 0, 0. I added 0, 0, 0. I put 50 here. Okay. Now the problem is a balanced problem. 475 we got balanced problem. From this profit matrix, this is a profit matrix. From this profit matrix, take maximum number. Okay, each row you check where is maximum, 14, which number is maximum, 14 is a maximum. Take this 14 and subtract. 14 minus 9, 14 minus 11, 14 minus 7. Okay, and for 0 also you have to subtract 14 minus 0. And for this table 14 minus 14. Like that you have to subtract. That table is called regret table. Okay, this is called minimization table. Okay, cost table. After getting this cost table, do VAM method, penalty. Okay, do VAM method and check by using UV method, check whether the problem you are getting negative values or positive values. In this problem we got two negative values. One is D22 we got minus 2, D24 we got minus 4. Okay, so minus 4 is the highest one. Okay, take the most negative value and started drawing loop. So I have taken D24. So 24 in the sense second row and fourth column. From here I have taken loop. All other corners should be a allocated cell. Okay. Now after doing that loop, change the allocation into unallocation. Okay. Like that you have to change it. Okay. I got this table. Okay, this table I got. After getting this table, again you have to check UV method and whether the problem is degeneracy or non-degeneracy. That is very important. If it is a degeneracy, then you have to add one small delta value. That unallocated cell minimum value, how to arrange delta. You have to put delta. Okay. After putting delta, then as usual UV method. Okay. In this table we got all Dij is greater than 0. So this table is the optimum table. No need to multiply because this is minimization. Okay, now this problem is a maximization problem. Take the first table. Which is first table? We have put this balanced profit, no? So this table, okay, this table you take and where here this is the final optimum result, no, allocation is 50, 100, 0, 25, 125, 150, 30, 75 and this is I think 20. Okay, take this value and put it in that profit matrix here. Okay. The same where that cell is allocated, no, that cell, you particular cell you select and put it here. Okay, I'll show you that. This is a balanced profit matrix. Okay, here it is allocation, first cell is allocated 50, no, here also you have to allocate 50. Here the second cell is allocated 100, no, and here also you have to allocate it 100. But this is different, this is profit. Okay, this value is 911,755 is a previous table value. In the allocation you have to take and you have to put it here. Okay, now you have to multiply this two. Once you multiply this two, 9 into 50, 11 into 100, like that if you multiply, you will get your profit. See, I'll show you here. 9 into 50, 11 into 100 and 9 into 25 and 4 into 125 and plus 0 into 50. And 8 into 30, 10 into 75, okay, plus 14 into 20. Okay, if you multiply and add, you will get rupees 3,545. This is profit. Okay, and if you multiply this one, this is transportation cost. This is cost. Okay, but this is profit. Okay, so that you have to take this allocation and you have to put it in that profit matrix table. You have to convert into profit matrix table, then you have to multiply and add, you will get a maximum profit. Okay, so if you send a particular product to the particular destination, you will get a profit 3,545. Okay, So like that you have to do. So today we have seen this video section, we have seen two problems. One is maximization profit without a dummy row or dummy column, balanced one. Another one is maximization unbalanced problem we have seen. You just work out, because I didn't work out for u value and v value. In the previous videos have said many times, you just go to the that videos and refer it and work out yourself how to do UV method, okay, and VAM method also. In the previous video section I have given how to do VAM method also, okay. You just work out, okay. You should be very careful while doing a calculation, while subtracting, and how to find out the maximum penalty and how to allocate. So if you do any one mistake, it will be you held up with problems, okay. You won't get any marks. So you can score very good marks here, because there is no much formula here, only how to apply the rules, that is very important, okay. I hope you understand. If you have any doubt, you can give a comment, okay. Thank you.